Ma'am, please start.
Good afternoon, one and all dignitaries and audience present here on this platform on behalf of Women Pediatrician Forum in our activity in context to International Adolescent Health Week, which is being celebrated pan-world between 7th to 30th, 13th October. The theme of this year International Adolescent Health Week is Thriving, Just Not Surviving, Building Adolescence Resilience. Before starting actual activity, let's pay homage to legendary personality Mr. Ratan Tata, whom we lost just last night, as he was strongly connected with the youth of the India and was big inspiring personality for the adolescents. He himself quoted saying, I have always enjoyed in company of spirited and enthusiastic youth of the country. He not only loved young generation, but also liked interacting with them. So let's pay silence of 1 minute in his memory. Om Shanti, Om Shanti. With due permission from our chairperson, Dr. Sangita Lodha ma'am, we are heading towards today's session. Shall we start, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Before starting actual thing, I would like to give some brief points about International Adolescent Health Week was founded by Lara Offat, MD, and was started as Teenage Health Week in US in 2016, with the aim to address adolescent age issues and to bring together healthcare workers, teachers, parents, advocates, communities, and of course youth for the benefit of the youth of the country and for building better future of the nation. In this webinar, we will also launch our quarterly issue of the magazine, which is specially made for this International Adolescent Health Week. We connect with the new concept of youth editors, which in detail will be described by Dr. Preeti Galgali madam. And this concept was given by herself, Dr. Preeti Galgali ma'am, and she is also the spine of this concept. With this, I hand over to our Dr. Sangita Lodha ma'am for her opinion,
Yes.
opening remarks and release of special issue We Connect.
Yes, yeah.
Dr.
Very
Sangita
good
Lodha ma'am.
afternoon. Yeah. Very good afternoon to all of you. Today we are going to release the special issue, which was dedicated to all our youth. The theme of this year, as said by Dr. Nurada already, International Adolescent Health Week is thriving, not just surviving, building adolescent resilience. Miss Chaitra, Dr. Sanat SN, Yashwant, Sanjana PB, Palak, Div has worked very hard to just bring this special issue for youth. Sara Nimare has also worked very hard. And Pomerania competition we have started few months back has also good results. And at the last of this program, we are going to show that videos also. We have taken one essay competition in which the topic was importance of teamwork has got first prize, which was from Vidyanjali Academy of Learning. We have added important resources and helplines also in our this issue. And I really thanks from bottom of my heart to the chief editor, Dr. Priti Galagali, Dr. Hima Bindu Singh, and executive editor, Dr. Poonam Bhatia. Our other advisors are Dr. Chaya Prasad Sharma, then Shalaja Mani Madam, Dr. Nirmala Cheri, editor, Dr. Inumati Krishnan, Dr. Sushma Desai, Dr. Sangamitra Panda, Dr. Sonia Bhatt, Dr. Anuradha Sanadhya, and media Miss Dr. Ritu Gupta, Dr. Deepa Pasi, Dr. Lakshmi Shanti, Dr. Gauri Somaya, and Shalini Agasti. So all they have worked. I request to just release. So I'm going to release a new edition, special edition for this We Connect magazine of WPF. Please start the video and I will start sharing. So we are going to play the video. Yes. So now, after releasing this, I hand over the mic for my further proceedings to Dr. Priti Galagali. Over to Dr. Priti Galagali, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sangita and Dr. Anuradha, for releasing our very special and exclusive issue of the We Connect on the International Adolescent Health Week. And I would now request all of you to put your hands together for this young team. The Publications Committee, the lead, Harshita Umesh, the other members, Sanat, Jyotirmai, Vijay Varshini, and Divya Verma. The media committee, the lead, Sanjana, and the members, Tanisha and Priyanka Reddy. They have been simply awesome. And I can tell you that you would be looking forward to reading it soon, probably by the end of this week or the beginning of the next week. And we have some amazing topics which they have covered, including a fantastic editorial, building resilience in tough times, sports and resilience, importance of resilience in LGBTQT, complex consequences of social media, navigating social media, online identity, prevalence of deliberate self-harm, destigmatizing therapy, elastic hearts have no yield points, importance of teamwork, the fantastic essays written by Vidyanjali School of Academy, the poster mania competition, the beautiful posters, the theme-based posters, the prize winners, all of them are there in this issue, media recommendations by the Youth Editorial Board, and resources and mental health helplines. So a very, very comprehensive youth issue and all led by the youth. Believe me, we didn't do anything for this. They collected the articles and they edited them. So once again, put your hands together for this very young, enthusiastic youth editorial team. And now the stage is all theirs. Youth is a powerhouse. We know that. And interacting with them in the last couple of months, we really got hit by the power and we know how it is. So I would now request Sanjana and Tanisha, the moderators of the panel, to begin with the panel discussion.
Hi everyone, I'm Sanjana and I'll be beginning with my account of my experience with working with the Women's Pediatricians Forum. And I think I've been part of this youth editorial board for about 2 months now. And when I first met all the youth editors at our first meeting, I had the impression that everyone was highly accomplished and highly qualified. And when I read the introductions they gave for the previous issue of We Connect, that fact was in fact confirmed for me. And working with them since then has reassured me further of their expertise. I consider it as my extreme pleasure to be working with these people and to be sharing a common platform with them. It has been truly inspiring so far, and there's no doubt that it will continue to do so in the future as well. And all of us youth editors are in constant contact with Dr. Preeti Galgali, Dr. Poonam Bhatia, Dr. Sangita Lodha, Dr. Anuradha Sanadia, and more people from the editorial board of We Connect. And these doctors have always helped us with everything, provided us with valuable resources, coordinated with our team, and have done an excellent job with everything. And with the united efforts of both the Youth Editorial Board and as well as the Editorial Board of We Connect, I personally have been having a really meaningful experience by being a part of WPF so far. And with that being said, we can begin our panel discussion. And we have been looking forward to this very eagerly. The topic is Bridging the Gap, Youth Rights and Responsibilities. And our questions for the panelists will mainly be touching upon the 4 rights listed by the Convention on the Rights of the Child, CRC. Now I'd like to call up on Tanisha to introduce us to the topic better and also to give an introduction of all the panelists that are present here today.
Hi, Sanjana.
Hi.
Thank you so much for that lovely talk on your experience with us for so long. I'm very flattered personally. So, without any further ado, I would like to introduce our amazing panel to all of you. We have Dr. Amog Shahane, who is a pediatrician and director at Sanvi Children's Hospital, Mumbai, and is known for her infectious smile and living for the moment. We have Yashwant Sirisati with us, who is a YA, that is the Youth Ambassador, and is also an Electronics and Communications Engineering student in his final year. A dynamic young man, he loves hikes and nature. We have Dr. Vijaya Varshini with us, who is the house surgeon at Madras Medical College. She's an ambivert who loves books and a cup of tea. So glad that you decided to join us human beings for the talk today. We have Dr. Alpana Shukla with us, who is working as a consultant for more than 25 years in Madhya Pradesh. And of course, we have two very special panelists who need no introduction, Dr. Preeti Galgali and Dr. Poonam Bhatia. When I am talking about the youth rights, it is understood that youth are the future of our country. They are the future policymakers, and they are people who are going to inherit all the development that has taken place till date. So when that is kept in mind, it is not difficult to assume that there are going to be certain rights and responsibilities for youth, such as the right to equality, the right to education, the right to live safely, and the right to make their own decisions. So without any further ado, let's begin the panel discussion with a question to Vijay Varshini. Vijay Varshini, are you here with us today?
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, you're very audible.
Okay.
Okay, lovely to have you here. My question for you is, what role can youth play in challenging societal norms and advocating for gender equality to combat the issue of female feticide? And what specific initiatives can they undertake in their own communities to affect this change? Over
Hi.
to you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the candid intro, Tanisha, and a very good afternoon to everyone. Firstly, I'm very sorry for all the traffic sounds. I'm in my hostel right now. So, okay, so without much further ado, basically today I'm going to discuss about youth advocacy against female feticide, which is a critical issue that plagues our society. Despite advancements in education and technology, this practice continues to thrive, driven by deep-rooted societal norms, preference for sons, and a stigma against daughters. Still now, I see patients named Ponnu Podum, which literally means enough girls in Tamil. However, I believe that the youth hold the power to challenge these norms and pave the way for a more equitable future. Firstly, the role of the youth. Youths are the agents of change. We possess energy, creativity, and the ability to influence those around us. Our voices are powerful, and we can leverage them to advocate for gender equality. However, we ourselves must be adequately aware of the situation. Gaining knowledge is the first step in creating any change. By educating ourselves and others, we can dismantle the myths surrounding female feticide and promote the value of each and every girl. Finally, next, initiatives for change. So, how can we as young people bring about change in our communities? Firstly, through awareness campaigns. We can organize workshops, seminars in schools and neighborhoods to educate our peers about the devastating effects of female feticide. Social media has become the cornerstone of influencing the masses, or rather, creates trends. Let's create engaging content for social media that highlights the stories of strong women and the importance of valuing girls. Next, community engagement. Peer education programs can empower us to share knowledge directly with those in our circles. Partnering with local NGOs can amplify our efforts, allowing us to reach a wider audience. Art and culture. Art is a powerful tool for change. We can use music, theater, and visual arts to communicate messages about gender equality. Exhibitions and performances that challenge stereotypes are wonderful ways to celebrate the contributions of women. Advocacy and policy change. We must not shy away from engaging with the local government. By forming advocacy groups, we can lobby for policies that promote gender equality and hold our leaders accountable for enacting change. Support and mentorship. Establishing mentorship programs for young girls can provide them with the support and guidance they need to pursue their dreams. Creating safe spaces for discussion will help foster a sense of community and shared purpose. In some villages, there are women working groups which are self sufficient. They take small loans from the banks and engage themselves in works like handicrafts and tailoring. Such groups should be encouraged to empower women from all walks of life. In conclusion, the fight against female feticide is not just a women's issue, it is a societal issue that demands our collaborative action. As youth, we have the potential to drive this change, to challenge norms, and to advocate for a future where every girl is equally valued. Together, let's stand out, speak out, and make our voices heard. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vijay Rashini. That was very insightful. Now we'll move on to the next question, and I would like to ask Yashwant Sirisati, the Youth Ambassador of IHW. Next question. How can youth in today's society destigmatize the notion of victim blaming and stigma attached to rape and other acts of sexual violence? Over to you.
Thank you for the question, Sanjana. In today's society, youth have a crucial role in destigmatizing victim blaming and stigma associated with rape and other acts of sexual violence. Victim blaming occurs when responsibility for an assault is shifted from the perpetrator to the survivor, often scrutinizing their actions or choices. This harmful narrative not only perpetuates a culture of silence, but also discourages survivors from reporting incidents due to a fear of judgment. To combat this, young individuals can leverage social media platforms to raise awareness and foster discussions that challenge these detrimental stereotypes. Moreover, it is essential for the youth to debunk common myths surrounding sexual violence. Misconceptions such as that the victims are responsible for their assaults or that only strangers commit such crimes contribute significantly to the societal stigma. By educating peers about consent and emphasizing that anyone can be a victim regardless of the circumstance, youth can cultivate an environment where survivors can feel supported rather than blamed. This shift in the perspective is vital for creating safer communities, and the victims should be taken care. Lastly, understanding this socio-cultural context is imperative in addressing mental health concerns among survivors. How societal norms and structures impact recovery process. By integrating these insights into advocacy efforts, young people can promote more empathetic responses towards survivors within their networks and beyond. Ultimately, through education, awareness-raising initiatives, and an emphasis on supportive environments, youth can play a pivotal role in dismantling victim-blaming narratives and fostering healing within society. Thank you.
Thank you, Yashwant. Now, we'd like to move on to Dr. Alpana Shah. And the question is, in what ways youth leverage their unique perspectives and tools such as social media, community engagement, and grassroots initiatives to promote understanding and de-escalate tensions in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict?
Thank you so much, Tanisha and Sanjana, the beautiful youth team, respected speakers and friends. The question is very nice. And when we talk of youth, youth is actually the group of people, according to the Indian National Youth Policy, it is 15 to 29 years. And according to the different countries, the age range differs. When we talk of youth perspective, perspective is actually the way you choose to see the world. And youth's perspective is a concept which is promoted by youth movements, which seek to make visible the barriers the youths are facing to participate, to be taken into account, and exercise their rights due to the scheme of adult-centered oppression on which societies have been built in history. It seeks to insert the realities, the problems, the needs, and opinions of the young people into the public to provide the intergenerational articulation. The tools which you said, like the social media. Social media is, of course, the means of interaction among people in which they can create, share, and exchange information. But as the other speakers have also said, there are pros and cons of social media. Digital literacy and digital discipline is a must, especially for the youth and, of course, to the coming generations. Social media is a good, powerful tool to give positivity for knowledge, skill discipline, civic engagements, etc. but it has more negative effects. For example, the mental health issues are increasing in the youth of today and in the children of today, in everyone, of course, but of course, the incidence has increased drastically in this group of people. The misinformation, the ease with which misinformation can be spread, which can affect the critical thinking, cyberbullying. So, of course, your voice will be heard, but there are some boundaries and limitations and discipline which should be followed for your voice. Community engagement it includes building relationships. It can be of three types: informative participation, preparatory, and decision making. Actually, it should be to facilitate a two-way communication, encouraging community members also to participate in the discussion and then ponder over, take the feedback, and then take action. Grassroots initiative is a local project that addresses social, environmental, and economical challenges to the bottom-up participation. So you can reach the grassroots people, village, district, and all those people. Anganwadi is an example of this. Through the grassroots initiatives, you can address the social issues, the cultural issues, and you can share your knowledge very nicely. Key aspects, when we talk of the Israel and Palestinian conflict, actually the backbone is politics, good politics. Every youth should come forward in the political field. The politics in India is going down, declining drastically. Actually, the youth who are going for the protest of all these communal rights or in wars, where Israel and Palestinian are concerned, the key aspect, of course, of their war is the occupation of the West Bank and Gaza Strip, the Statue of Jerusalem, Israel settlements, etc., etc. But the base is the youth who are going forward for the protest and just bhed ki chaal chale ja rahe. Kya kar diya? Bhed ki chaal. You should not follow the crowd just because a senior politician is there. Hum khade ho gaye bolne ke liye and to increase the number in the crowd. That is not the way. We should think over. We should ponder. Is it right? Should I go? Should I not go? Then only you should stand with them. That is important over here. And a very important aspect is Swami Vivekananda has rightly said to the youth, stand up, be bold and strong, and take the whole responsibility. So, youth, dear youth, beware. Jeevan ki dagar bahut kathin hai. Your pre-cortex centers are still maturing. So don't be impulsive. Be modest at times. Be submissive at times. But of course, please maintain your self-respect at all levels and always.
Dr. Alpana,
yes.
When you talk about this, when you're talking about maintaining your own values and your own level-headedness, how would you say that youth should safeguard their own mental health while taking part in their responsibilities towards their community, towards their nation, towards their family, and catering to all these obligations while safeguarding their own mental health?
Actually, this was the perspective question. Then, actually, to maintain your mental health, the most important thing is coping up with the life skills. Life skills is very important at this age where the children are going from puberty to the adolescent. There are so many changes in your body. You have to cope up with the stress of that. Life skills should be empowered very well by all the young generation so that you can overcome this stress levels and cope up and move forward towards positivity. That is very important. And then to cover up, to maintain the obligations which have been done to you by the parents and by the society and the community. The mental health problems which are being seen in the young generation are anxiety, depression, and the incidence has increased to a large level. One thing is important that you should know that mental health changes will occur. It is normal. You can ask for help. You can reach out a friend. You can maintain relationships, good relationships, healthy relationships, and learn and practice techniques to manage this stress. You know what? In a world I have lived in, I have placed in an area where I'm surrounded by youth who are at times disrespectful and irresponsible. I would request that this should not be there. And I have never dreamt to be surrounded by people. I see pregnant teenagers and malnourished children. It disheartens me that I am standing here to ruin we have really ruined their own future. It gives me realization that it has never been so easy in nurturing without the guidance of parents. It is very important. Actually, the youth have to decide and design the future. If majority of them are responsible, progressive, and focused, then every society has a very good future with no social imbalances. But if majority are useless and no proactive vision, then every society has to suffer. For the obligations which have been done by the family, the society, the community, the first thing the youth can do is, in the family, please respect your elders, and pass it on to your siblings. Show affection to them. For the community and nation, you can preserve the culture. The youth can become responsible citizens, be goal-oriented, disciplined, fearless, and please carry on your zeal. You can join armed forces, military, NSS, NCC, and carry on your social work. Young generation actually finds themselves with a package of cultural, social, and family inheritance as the older generations have created. Now, if the youth is intelligent, they can preserve and treasure what is good and beneficial and discard the obsolete ones. Youth again needs guidance from qualified experts over here. The youth's role in society is to appreciate the work of those who have labored tirelessly before them. So the keywords are explore, learn, appreciate, respect, give back, share, and then mentor to the coming young generation. We have seen the country actually needs some young leaders who personify energy, enthusiasm, and diligence. Swami Vivekananda rightly said to us, arise, awake, and not stop till the goal is achieved. Purity, patience, and perseverance are the three essentials to success. My well wishes to all the youth. May your passion for life and relentless pursuit of excellence lead you to extraordinary heights. Wishing you courage to face challenges, strength to overcome obstacles, and resilience to bounce back stronger. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your detailed views, Dr. Alpana.
Tanisha, can I make a point, please, here?
Of course.
Because you asked specifically about Gaza, Palestine. Thank you very much, Alpana, for kind of bringing us into force that the youth are a really strong force. So this is the war situation, a conflict situation can be devastating for the youth population. There can be a humanitarian crisis. There can be sexual violence. There can be loss of education. There's a rise of mental health disorders. Even food is not available. Right? And that can be especially hit the youth hard. And as Tanisha said, they are really shaken up from the roots. So what can they do? The time is here to team up with each other. That's so very important, to be there for each other, because in a particular social cultural context, you understand each other the best, and also team up with the teams who are there to help you. So there are many international agencies, including the WHO, the UN, who pitch in there. And when they have their teams coming there, it's important that the youth partner with them. That itself gets down their stress and builds up their resilience. So in fact, from the reports that have been said, the youth have been the worst hit in this conflict situation. There's been the devastating loss of education. So to get back to your feet is going to be really important to overcome PTSD. And I'm sure many of them are going to have PTSD and anxiety issues. So partnering with each other, partnering with the health professional, partnering with the community members, going out, talking to them, having resources available, and that too in an emergency situation is going to be the key here. And many adults would be more, would really lose hope. And I'm sure, as we always say, you are our hope. And if you stay positive in such a devastating condition, I think there is a lot of hope in the world. Though, yes, you could also go through your own social media, your activism on making a change in the UN policy, because UN itself has a youth engagement section now. So they want to meaningfully engage with the youth, and especially youth in the conflict areas, coming up and telling what their problems are and looking for solutions, not just in one country, but expecting this a global help for such a situation is going to be really, really key. So just a few thoughts. Sorry for just interrupting in, because I felt this was a really, really important question that you had asked.
And of course, as I said, before joining these groups, you should be very clear about your thoughts, what you really want, what is right, what is wrong. Just don't join the crowd and go for protests and all these things. Thank you.
Of course, Dr. Alpana, Dr. Preeti, I completely agree with your views. But as we're talking about this, of course, my next question is quite related to this matter of advocacy. It is to Dr. Amog Shahane, how can youth advocates effectively balance their own safety and health while fighting for the rights and well-beings of others in unsafe conditions? And how can they ensure that there's going to be both their personal resilience and impact of their advocacy? Because a lot of times these conflicts take place in areas where they don't have access to sanitation, where they don't have access to practical health care or safety for themselves. So how do they keep themselves safe?
Yeah, Tanisha, that's a very good question, and I really love the questions you've prepared, the both of you, and thank you for inviting me. And I'm really delighted to be among all the youngsters, and we get to learn from you every day. So just adding on to what Alpana ma'am has already said, because the question is very similar, like how you said, many a times when youth are advocating what they're interested in, they sometimes get overwhelmed with their own emotions because, they are not, they get, maybe they can experience anxiety or fear when they're, advocating their own rights or for the well-being of the other people. So what, like how ma'am said, what we focus over here is the WHO core skills, where we talk about communication. Communication is both interpersonal as well as communication with yourself. It is intrapersonal skills. So once you start communicating with your peers, with your colleagues, with the seniors at about how you're feeling, once you start labeling your emotions, it's very simple to find solutions for those emotions, because once you name them, you can tame them. That's one thing I wanted to say. And the other thing is, like you asked about, how do you maintain a balance when you're advocating for the rights of others and trying to make your own peace of mind, maybe emotional well-being, your own mental well-being. So I always believe, like how ma'am said, once you have a passion and once you're driven and you know what you want, you always have your own confidence. You have to believe in yourself to take you through. And I always believe that you have to imbibe qualities like optimism, adaptability, and always remember, the environment doesn't define you. It simply gives you an opportunity to define yourself. So I was just reading up a few nice things and I found it very inspirational to read this quote that, the strongest trees don't grow in the best soils, but the strongest trees grow in the strongest winds. So basically, you have to seize opportunities, seize challenges and convert them into opportunities. And that is what resilience is all about.
Yes, thank you so much for those lovely points that you made. Of course, I had another question that a lot of times we hear that education is the key to success, especially for youth. So, how do you think education plays a role in spreading awareness and helping them understand and advocate for their rights? And how do you make sure that young people get access to education and, more importantly, quality education?
Yes, education is actually the crux or the backbone of any society. So, like Nelson Mandela always said, the education is the most important weapon to bring about change. And who else to bring about change than the youngsters of today? Because you have so many ideas, and youth itself is creativity, curiosity that helps you, to empower yourself with more knowledge. And knowledge is always equal to enlightenment. So the more you enlighten yourself, get educated, you have more ideas, innovations, and that helps in bringing changes in the society or transforming society. And one more thing I would like to say, the most precious resource in any country are its children. So if you want to protect and promote democracy, if you want to enhance and secure the economy, then you have to invest in ensure that every child gets rightful education from good educators. And in India, we have a lot of schemes. We have the Right to Education Act, which had come up in 2009. Then you have the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao Act, which came up in 2015. And then we have a lot of schemes for higher education, like Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan, and this has all been done by the government. So we have a lot of, policies in place which gives free education for children between the ages of 6 to 14 years, and even higher education is taken care of. So I guess if the policies are made in such a way that education is given topmost priority in the country, definitely is going to see a very bright future.
Thank you, Dr. Amok. That was very inspiring and was very well articulated.
Thank you.
Now, we'd like to move on to the next question, and I'd be asking it to Vijay Varshini. As the upcoming generation of leaders, how can youth influence policy making by enthusiastically participating in the democratic process?
Thank you, Sanjana. So I'll now be discussing the vital role youth can play in shaping our future through active participation in democratic process. Firstly, we have to understand that our voice is essential. Youth have always been the forefront of social movements, advocating for issues ranging from climate change to social justice. We must engage in conversations, both online and offline, and articulate our perspectives with passion and clarity. Second, education and awareness are key. Before bringing about change, we need to know what we are changing, right? This means attending town hall meetings, following local and national news, and engaging with political discussions to educate ourselves on policies and legislative processes. Knowledge empowers us to hold our leaders accountable and propose solutions that reflect our values and aspirations. Third, leveraging technology can amplify our efforts. In today's digital age, social media platforms provide an unprecedented opportunity to mobilize and organize. We create online campaigns which can reach wider audiences and engage those who might not otherwise participate in traditional political processes. Fourth, joining or forming local advocacy groups allows us to work collaboratively towards common goals. These organizations can provide a platform for dialogue, helping to build networks of support and influence. Lastly, we must not shy away from running for office. Many young leaders are stepping up to seek public office, and this is crucial. When we hold positions of power, we can directly impact policy decisions. Encouraging more young people to consider public service and providing support through mentorship and training can help ensure our perspectives are represented in leadership roles. In conclusion, youth have an incredible potential to influence policy making through enthusiastic participation in democratic process. By using our voices, staying informed, leveraging technology, organizing at the grassroots levels, and pursuing leadership roles, we can drive the change which we wish to see. Let's embrace this opportunity and work together to build a brighter future for all.
Thank you, Vijayvarshini, for that very practical advice. My next question is in relation to this, and it is to Mr. Yashwant. How can people, especially youth, help in shaping an unbiased society when standing up for change in their communities? Because often, if you're not in a position where you are oppressed yourself, at a very young age, it is very difficult to connect with someone who is marginalized. So, how would you go about helping bring unbiased change for all?
I think youth, the young people, play a pivotal role in shaping an unbiased society by actively standing up for change, like within their communities. I think youth has a unique position which allows them to challenge established norms and advocate for like social justice issues such as gender equality and racial justice. Youth activism has historically been a catalyst for significant social transformations, leveraging modern tools like social media to amplify their messages and mobilize support. By engaging in grassroots movements, young individuals can foster inclusive dialogues that dismantle biases and encourage diverse perspectives. Furthermore, addressing pressing global challenges such as climate change exemplifies how youth can influence policy and promote accountability. Activists like Greta Thunberg have galvanized international attention towards the adverse impacts of fossil fuel corporations on the environment. By practicing in protest or engaging with local governments, young activists not only raise awareness but also demand actionable solutions from those in power. This proactive approach places pressure on decision makers to consider equitable policies that benefit all members of the society. Moreover, youth volunteering initiatives serve as effective platforms for fostering civic engagement while promoting community development. Volunteering instills a sense of responsibility among young individuals and equips them with valuable skills that enhance their ability to affect change. Although the benefits of volunteering are often understated in terms of civic outcomes like voting behavior, the act itself cultivates a generation committed to social equity. In conclusion, by harnessing their passion for activism and community service, young people are essential agents in creating an unbiased society. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashwin. That was really meaningful. Now, I'd like to ask my next question to Dr. Preeti Galgali. How can the youth use social media platforms fruitfully to raise their voice against pressing issues such as climate change?
Okay, thank you, Sanjana. I think this question has been addressed by almost all the panelists, I think, and I'll just sum it all together. But before I really do that, I also would like to bring notice of all the panelists and all the people who are attending this meeting. It's also the World Mental Health Day today. It is 10th October, and the theme for this World Mental Health Day is mental health at work. And again, I would like to quote Ratan Tata ji here. You know what he said? He said, I'm not worried about work-life balance. I am pushing in for work-life integration. And once that work-life integration is there, mental health is just there all over. Right? And we have to shift from grumbling about the work-life balance and move towards work-life integration. So that was, sorry for going a little off the point, but I wanted to bring focus to the World Mental Health Day as well. And rights and responsibilities go hand in hand and play a big role in ensuring mental health for the youth as well. Coming back to the important question about social media. So if we look at all the child rights, right to survival, development, participation, safety, social media has got a big role in all this. And yes, we have been talking a lot about advocacy. And from all the questions, I would say social media has a big role in advocating against feticide, sexual violence, the Palestinian conflict, climate change, and also voting and a political involvement, right? So in all these aspects, the social media has a role. What more have we seen with our experience in the last couple of years? It has also helped in creating eco-consciousness, as you rightly said, about climate change. Crowdfunding, there are a lot of people who have been in distress and have used social media for crowdfunding, for putting in online petitions, right, for a change in the society. So that has also been very crucial. And who else but the youth who can take, really the lead in all these small but very significant changes? Because as some of you already mentioned, the power of social media is in its viral capacity. A lot of people can get kind of involved in what we call digital activism. Okay, so now the shift has changed from social activism to digital activism. But again, we also have the responsibility to use this media very, very responsibly. While we are advocating for the good of the society, we have to be careful that we do not propagate any harms. We are aware about the infodemic. We do not ignite religious and divisional passions. We have to be very, very careful about it. We use social media for uniting India, for uniting the world rather than dividing it. So these are some of my thoughts.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, we'd like to move to Dr. Poonam Bhatia. The question goes, what role did youth activism play in shaping public perception and legal outcomes in the RG Kar case, and how can this involvement inform future youth-led movements for justice?
Okay. Thank you, Sanjana, for asking this question to me. And I really appreciate all the youth editors and especially our guest, Yashwant, who is the guest of honor today, right? Okay. So, Sanjana, your question was, what is the role of youth in RG Kar case? So, youth played a pivotal role in the development which we are seeing in RG Kar case. Like they leveraged the social media, they did a lot of protest and advocacy for demanding justice. So basically their protest and nationwide actions that shook the whole nation, including the legal system. So their relentless efforts, they amplified the voice of victims' family, they pressed for the CBI investigations, challenged authorities in action, because not only authorities, even their own institute was having a apathetic attitude towards the victim and her family. So this all raised awareness on workplace safety. Many of us, many of the doctors who are dean or who are in charge of some department in the medical college, they started working on this. So they raised awareness about workplace safety and gender-based violence. So this was through collective action, strategic communication, and partnership with everybody that article case has got catalyzed, and we are seeing the present scenario. Thank you.
Those were some lovely views, and they were very impactful in this devastating case, as Dr. Poonam has told us. So, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the panelists for being here today and for sharing their knowledge with us. As all the panelists have touched upon, knowledge is the key to improving ourselves and in turn improving society. So thank you to all of you for sharing your knowledge with us and taking the time to do so today. I would like to hand it over to Sanjana for the rest of her comments. Over to you.
Thank you, Tanisha. I'd just like to mention about the activities that were conducted on account of International Adolescent Health Week by WPF. The Youth Editorial Board of WPF was responsible for conducting the Poster Mania, a poster competition for the age groups 10 to 14 and from 15 to 18 as well. And we have invited article submissions for our special issue, and we have also held an essay competition. Now, we would like to announce the winners of these competitions, and I'd like to call upon Vijayavashini to take over.
Sanjana, could you share the slides, please?
Yeah.
I hope all the prize winners are ready. Yes, thank you. Next slide, please. So we'll be starting with the winners of Poster Mania of 10 to 14 years. So consolation prize goes to Ayush. Ayush, are you here? Hello, Ayush? Okay, maybe we can move on and come back.
Yeah. I think it's not there.
Okay.
But you can explain. Too. You can explain about this painting poster.
Okay, so I think okay. So the topic.
Okay, no problem. I think sorry, Sangita, for interrupting. I think Vijayavashini will just wait. Maybe we'll come back to Ayush later in case he joins.
Yeah, that's
yeah. So just make a note. Yeah.
Yes.
I hope he joins. Yeah, we can wait. We can wait. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sure.
And the third prize goes to Samita. Samita, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Samita, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes. Okay.
Your video is also switched off, I think.
No, it's on. It's on.
Okay, we can't see you. No problem. Go ahead. We can't see. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You can start now.
Yes, you can start.
I'm Samhita PB. I'm really glad to win this third prize for a poster competition. I'd like to speak a few words about mental health. So mental health is not a made-up story made by who suffered from it in order to gain attention. A person may be smiling and looking happy, but they can be suffering inside mentally. Maintaining mental health is an essential aspect for teenagers and preteens to develop their intellectual and social abilities. Treat mental health like you treat physical health. If you're running a fever, you wouldn't think it's probably nothing, it's just in my head. Mental health is as important as physical health. Take rest when you have to and let it out. Don't compare yourself to anybody and seek help, and don't let other people invalidate your experiences. Thank you.
That was lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
The second prize is shared by Isha Ji and Sonakshi Reddy. Isha, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Happy afternoon to everyone. I am Isha Ji from Vidyanjali Academy for Learning, and I am 13 years old. And yes, teenagers are far more resilient than adults. We can get back to shape more quickly provided we are given the right support. I have tried to depict the same in my poster, and let me start by explaining the choice of colors which I have chosen in my poster. I have chosen a plain white background and I have filled it with colors to show how our lives really are. It depends on us to make our life a myriad of colors. I have shown tender stems which grow in spite of all the weather calamities which we face, and I have shown a sun which gives hope to our lives when we face difficult problems. I have also shown arrows and hot air balloons which always face upwards and that we should always rise in our lives. And I have also shown a tree, which is a symbol of positivity. There are some activities like cycling, helping others, helping the planet, and developing good habits, etc., which are contributing to our mental peace. So, in conclusion, I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity and happy World Mental Health Day, everyone. Thank you.
I'm really impressed by the symbolism. Wonderful, Isha. Sonakshi, are you here?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm pleased to be in this platform. I'm K. Sonakshi Reddy, and today I'm excited to share a few words which are close to my heart. Today, I will be talking about building adolescent resilience and the important issues that affect people around the world, and also a few words about my poster. Did you know 1 in 4 people will experience a mental health issue at the same point in their life? Yet, we often do not talk enough about it. Let's dive deeper to know why this topic is so crucial. Now, I would like to share a few words about my poster. My poster illustrates the journey of building resilience and fostering mental health awareness. The brain in my poster symbolizes our thoughts and emotional well being, while the globe represents resilience and its impact on relationships. It highlights how setbacks can be transformed into comebacks with the right mindset. Through self care and mental health awareness, we can protect our happiness and navigate both good and bad life experiences, ultimately leading growth and thriving in life. Today, I hope you all have explored something about adolescent health and mental health awareness. I urge each of you to break the silence, offer support, and raise awareness whenever you can. I thank everyone who have given me a chance to be in this platform. Remember, mental health is as important as physical health. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, giving your valuable time, and being important in this platform.
Thank you so much, Sonakshi. That's very creative. Next. The first prize has been backed by Anaga. Anaga, are you here? Anaga Kiran?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Anagha Kiran, and the poster I made is mainly about pressure put on adolescents. Some parts of my poster show how academic pressure is inflicted on adolescents by some parents and how it affects their mental health. Here in my poster, you can see a girl sitting against a large pile of books, and they are mostly science and math books, and she looks exhausted. And you can also see the time on her phone, which is 2:06 a.m., and it means that she is either studying very late at night or she is using her phone, and both of these negatively impact mental health. And you can also see how the teenager is told that all her hard work is not good enough. I made this poster because I wanted to spread awareness about this kind of pressure, and I also wanted to show that there are many teenagers who go through the same thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was a very relatable poster.
Excellent.
Moving on. This category of 15 to 18 years. So the first prize has been backed by Pooja. Pooja, are you here?
Yes, I am. Good evening, everyone. And I'm from Endeavor Academy of Pooja, and normally I start with a fresh mind whenever I draw something. And before explaining what I did, I would just want to show something. So this was something which I had planned, and uh, doing something like being an artist of very famous in school. I plan according to the theme, whatever is put on, and I grab all the plan or the you know uh, it can be a topic or something. I put all everything together, and here I've drawn if I've just highlighted a man who is sitting, seeing the rope. Actually, I was the one who was going through this for many days, and sudden thought came to my mind, like what others may think, or the way everyone were putting me down, or it can be anything. Like, so many things came to my mind, and I just put into the drawings. And this is not just one drawing which I've done it for this suicide or something. I've made almost 50 of them. Uh, it is like I just want to spread positive thoughts. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Pooja. The third prize has been backed by Danvin. Danvin, are you here?
Yes, I am. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so good evening to everyone present here. Firstly, I would like to thank the WPF for giving me this great opportunity to speak of my poster and on the topic thriving, not just surviving, and building adolescent resilience. About my poster, I had made it thinking of the experiences that adolescent or teenagers go through at this age. I made a few figures here in this poster as to highlight a few things such as the isolation that is very common among the youth, which leads to depression and other mental illnesses. And the and to highlight that, as the topic suggests, it's about thriving and not surviving and making friends along the way, and not just thought to get through or get over what to build resilience and strength to move forward in life. We all know how hard it was 2022, right? Year where we were hit with the pandemic. Excuse me. Hello?
Yeah, go
Yes,
ahead.
yes.
You're audible.
I'm here. Yeah. So as we all know that Corona, the period, was very hard on us. And we only had one friend that was internet. There was no physical friends, I guess. And we had a lonely time. But later we can, move on. Hello.
Yeah, Tadwin, go ahead. Go ahead. We can't see you. Can you put your camera on as well so that you can see all of us?
We can hear you.
Danvin, you're muted now, and we can't see your video either. Hello, Danvin?
I think there is some net issue.
We'll come back to Dhanmin again,
Okay, that's
Devarshini.
fine.
Yeah.
Danvin says he's has some problem right now. Maybe we can come back to him later.
Yes, yes,
No,
yes.
actually, he's in car. He just sent a message. He's in car.
Yes.
So I think
Yes.
translator. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll move on to the second prize, backed by Shika.
Yes, thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. I'm Shikha. I'm Shikha Nahar from DPS Nacharam, Hyderabad. So in this poster, what I've tried to show is that on the left hand side, it shows how just surviving looks, and on the right hand side, it shows how you are surviving while thriving. And mental health is key to happy life. Creating habits like exercising, sleeping, practicing mindfulness can improve our well being. Supporting others through listening and kindness can make a big impact. Let's be kind to ourselves and we can create a more uh, safe and positive environment. And I would like to end this by saying one quote which has absolutely changed my life and how I see things. You could be master of your fate, you could be captain of your soul, but you need to realize that life is coming from you and not at you. Thank you.
That was great. Next. Last but not the least, we have Ayush winning the first prize. Ayushi? Are you here? Ayushi? Okay, why don't we come back? Let's move on. Over to Yashwant sir. Yashwant sir, would you like to call out the prize winning essays?
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone, once again. So, today we are here to celebrate the power of teamwork and resilience. Our essay writing competition, Building Unbreakable Teams, the Strength of Resilience, drew inspiring submissions from talented writers from the Vidyanjali Academy of Learning. After careful review, I have selected three outstanding winners who have demonstrated exceptional insight into the importance of resilience in teamwork. Please join me to congratulate our top three winners whose essays have showcased the spirit of collaboration, perseverance, and determination that defines true team resilience. And now the moment we've all been waiting for. The third place goes to Sushal Veerabhadra Rao. Sushil Veerabhadra Rao, yeah. Sushil, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Can you speak a few lines about your essay?
Good evening to one and all present here. I'm from grade 9 and I'm Sushil. I will be talking about the importance of teen resilience and team resilience. This in the
Sushil,
adolescent
can you
age-
increase the volume? Please, can you increase the volume of your speaker? Sorry to interrupt you.
Is this better, ma'am?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Thank you.
So good evening to one and all present here. I'm Sushil, and today I will be talking about the importance of team resilience in adolescence. So adolescence is right now the age where most social bonds are formed, social bonds that will last for a lifetime. And there are adolescents who are being isolated, and this means that they will never truly have any proper connections with anybody in their lives. Now, this is very bad because for anything to be possible, you would have to work together as a team. And you have to work together as a team and coordinate and communicate as a team. Everyone should be open in a team. Everyone should be free in a team. Everyone should not have any secrets. This is the importance of if this is there, then you would have team resilience. And if there's team resilience, there is no obstacle in your path that will stop you from achieving whatever you want to achieve. And this is why you should be more open and be more active in your adolescence age to talk to everybody. And you should also be open uh, and not keep anything to you, most things to yourself itself. You should try to be more extroverted. And this is the importance of team resilience and being proactive in your adolescence. Thank you.
Thank you, Sushil. That was very insightful. And the second prize goes to Prithviraj KP.
Thank you, sir. Good evening to one and all present here. I am Prithviraj KP from Vidyanjali Academy for Learning. I am here to speak about my essay on team resilience. Team resilience is when a group of people can bounce back from challenges, learn from them, and grow. There are lots of benefits from a team resilience. Resilient teams can adapt to change and are better and able to deal with challenges and adversity. They can also protect themselves from mental health conditions like depression and anxiety. Everybody can develop a team resilience. Team leaders can help to develop resilience by building trust and psychological safety. This can be done by sharing what's going on with the team and encouraging open and honest communications. Teamwork can help people see issues from different perspectives and solve problems together. It can also foster a sense of belonging. Resilience is a skill that can be developed and is important to learn how to overcome challenges and keep moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Prithviraj. And the first prize winner of our essay writing competition is Sai Srija. Congratulations with the compelling and thought-provoking essay, Srija. Srija demonstrated exceptional understanding and insight into importance of resilience in teamwork. Over to Srija.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for that. Well, as teenagers, all of us face numerous challenges, but with the right mindset and the right support, we can thrive. And when it comes to team resilience plays a significant role. Be it sports teams or school clubs or volunteer groups, all of it fosters self esteem in you and the problem solving, emotional intelligence, and brings a strong sense of belonging. And remember, resilience isn't about being tough and hardy, rather, it's about being flexible and adaptable. It is not about ignoring feelings, and it's not about telling everything is okay and giving up. Rather, it's about being stronger the next time. So the thing is, we have to collaborate with the team, and many people can understand you, and when you understand them, you can find different perspectives and you can individually get better. So this is how I conclude. Thank you.
Thank you, Yashwant. Do you want to share some thoughts about your experience of conducting this essay competition in collaboration with the Women's Pediatrician Forum and Vidyanjali School? We would like to know something about your experience.
Yes, ma'am. Firstly, I would like to thank uh, Dr. Preeti Galagali for giving me such a wonderful opportunity to interact with the adolescents. And, being back to Vidyanjali Academy of Learning, it was a little nostalgic because I recently finished my schooling. I mean, it's been like 4 years, but yeah, it was very nostalgic and interacting with young people. It was it was very good feeling, and the school was very cooperative for conducting the essays, and overall, it was a really great experience, I must say.
Thank you, Yashwant. And I must also share that Yashwant gave a wonderful talk on stress management and building resilience in the school, which was very well acknowledged and accepted by the wonderful students of Vidyanjali School. I can say the amazing and the awesome students of Vidyanjali School. So thank you very much to the students and also to the school management. So as you can see, as we come towards the end of this webinar, you can see that WPF, the Women's Pediatrician Forum, is very serious about meaningful youth engagement. It is we partnering with the youth that is so very important. Here, we take their lead, we follow them, we collaborate with them, we mentor them in a way, but the lead is theirs. So this is a program of the youth, for the youth, and by the youth. That is really so very important. And I think you all, your participation, each one of you, the youth editors, Yashwant, the youth ambassador, all the prize winners and all those who participated have made our International Adolescent Health Week experience so very fulfilling. And at the World Mental Health Day, I can just say, wow, your posters said it all. Thank you so much. And I would now ask our very dynamic and vibrant executive editor of We Connect to please give the vote of thanks. Over to you, Dr. Poonam Bhatia.
Ma'am, one second. I'm sorry to
Yes.
interrupt, ma'am, but we have the people who are submitted articles ready to speak as well.
Oh, okay. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you for correcting me, Vijayvashini. Please
Yes.
go ahead. We have a lot of time. Yes. I thought we had finished 45 minutes earlier. Yeah, please go ahead. Sorry. I'm so
No, no,
sorry.
it's fine.
Yes. Yes, go
So
ahead.
we have articles submitted by Chaitra Palak and Sara Nimari. Chaitra, are you here?
Yeah,
Hello,
I'm sorry about the video.
we can hear you, but we can't see your video.
Yes, ma'am. I'm actually sorry. I'm traveling. I'm
No,
unable to
it's
share
fine.
my
It's
video.
fine.
Yeah. Good afternoon to all the respected members of the board and esteemed doctors of this nation. I would like to thank the Youth Editorial Board for providing such a great opportunity to young voices in a room of great experts. And I'm really inspired by their commitment to the young lives. I'm honored to share my vision today. My article, Armor for the Adolescent Mind, it's not just about words on paper. It's about the mission to protect our youth as they navigate one of the most challenging phases of life. Adolescence is a battlefield of emotion, pressure, and self discovery. I know well as I have walked through it, and it's taken a lot of years for me to build up the resilience. Its shield and guidance is the key to fortifying it. Through resilience, we are not just helping adolescents weather the storms of life, we are empowering them to rise, rebuild, and transform this into the strongest version of themselves. Together, we can build a generation that is not just capable of surviving, but flourishing. In the toughest of times, every adolescent can turn their pain into power and rise unbreakable to face any storm. Lastly, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to my guide and mentor, Dr. Asha Benkappa ma'am, whose unwavering support and wisdom has been the true foundation of this work. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chaitra. Palak, are you here?
Hello, yes, I'm here. Am I visible?
Your voice is very mild. Can you turn up the audio?
Just a second. Is it better now?
Ma'am, is it fine now, ma'am?
It's still a little low. Can you try removing your headphones and then talking?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, sometimes that works better.
No, we can't hear anything now.
I think remove the plug of the earphone.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, so sorry for the inconvenience. Hello, good evening, everyone. Very glad to be here with such powerful minds and having this opportunity to speak here. So just to get into it, I think many of us might have watched Zindagi, the movie in which Shah Rukh Khan, who was playing as a therapist, very well explained how the mental health stays a taboo today, especially in young minds. People very proudly can tell if they have a broken leg or how they got injured physically, but when it comes to our mind, all talks turns into whispers, as if the brain is not part of our body to begin with. So I think the first step is to talk about the elephant in the room, elephant being our mental health, depicting my topic very clearly how social media, like the movie itself or media in general, uh, um, navigates in youthful world. I'll tell you something ironic. If you get on social media, the biggest part of our youthful society, there are a lot of people talking about the mental health. I saw reels saying, well, if you fidget a lot, you might have anxiety. If you do this, you might have this. Or if you have this, you might do this, so on and so forth. Self-diagnosing going on which makes one wonder, am I faking it or am I actually suffering? Because we young minds are always eager to grasp on loose ropes. Our minds are full of questions, hurrying to find answers, but this is where our responsibility to be insightful and not believing everything that comes across us might be true. And this mostly happens because when it comes to person interaction, no one is ready to pick up the topic. Everyone is ready to be an advocate, but no one is ready to acknowledge. And to bridge that gap, one needs to speak up. And as Dr. Amog said, if you name it, you tame it. And that's very true in today's world. We wear clothes that have brands, have a name. So when these comes to be taken care of, then when it comes to diagnosing our mental health, naming the voices in our heads, we all become hesitant. So I really hope we as youth can make safe space for everyone and talk about it and not be hesitant, because somewhere or another everyone is going through something, but that doesn't mean that you are less important or your problems become smaller. So I hope we are advocate on these things very clearly, so us as youth can help for a better mental health and being responsible youth in general. Thank you.
Thank you, Palak. Sarah? Sarah? We can't hear you. We can see your video.
Do you hear now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so first of all, thanks for having me. I'm I'm a psychology student at University of Delhi, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to write the article. My article is mainly about resilience in human strength and having a supportive community, really. We all know that resilience play a crucial role in mental health by enabling us to navigate life's challenges with greater strength and adaptability. Of course, if we don't adapt to our surroundings, how did we even evolve as humans? It makes us baseless. It helps us bounce back from adversities, cope with stress, maintain emotional balance during difficult times. Resilience fosters a positive outlook, enhance problem solving skills, and reduce the impact of negative experiences on our mental well being. And I definitely emphasize on the importance of having a supportive community, especially in my experience as I'm a national level sports person. So I think sports can be a very positive community, very wholesome community that's going to uplift you. Of course, it can be a bit toxic sometimes, but largely it is very motivating. And as we all know that in some humanistic therapies surrounding mental disorders, lack of purpose in life has been attributed as one of the causing factors of depression and anxiety. And sport can give you that goal to have a purpose in life. And that is going to definitely help you in recovery. And even uh, there is lots of data supporting the impact of mental health due to exercise. There was a meta-analysis that showed that about physical activity of 20 minutes, 6 days a week, or 120 minutes per week is linked to a 36% reduction in development of depression and generalized anxiety disorders and prevents worsening of existing mental health status. So that's what I would just like to advocate for. Make sure you join a sport or anything that you like. And really, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We could not have Ayushi, and Danvin speaking earlier. Are you guys here now? Ayushi, and Danvin? I think we can wrap up this session. I have to say the winners and the writers were so insightful about the topics and their work. I kind of got reminded of my art class and English classes in school where we have to interpret abstract art and read between the lines. Thank you so much to the winners and writers for joining us today. Over to Preeti ma'am.
Thank you, Vijayvarshini. That was a perfect execution of the award ceremony. So impressive. And I can see the glow on your face being a medical student, how exhilarating and relaxing this webinar was for you. So yes, so mental health at workplace for you here.
Sorry,
Thank you, Vijayvarshini. I said this was mental health at workplace. You're
Yes,
speaking
yes,
from the
yes.
from the hostel, and this is a real relaxation for not only you, but I'm sure for all of us. And thank you very much. And it's over to you, Poonam.
Thank you, Preeti. And I think all of us, we are so amazed to see the work of these adolescents. They have not only put their thoughts on paper through creative art, but also through creative words. So we all talk about life skills. So they are using all life skills. They are using this critical thinking and creative thinking. And everybody was talking about team resilience. And we have seen fantastic example of team resilience through our youth, Sanjana, Thanisha, Vijayvarshini, and Yashwant as well. So to conclude, I would like to thank our chairperson, Dr. Sangita, our secretary, Dr. Anuradha, Dr. Hima Bindu Singh, and our fantastic editor, chief editor, Dr. Preeti Galgali, who we all admire. And I would like to recognize the presence of Dr. Geeta Patil, the chairperson of Adolescent Health Academy. Welcome, Geeta, and we are really thankful that you stayed throughout the session. Geeta.
Can I comment one thing, Poonam?
Yes, yes.
I think I should thank all these youngsters for learning a lot. I think today I learned a lot. And when we talk about reframing of the adolescent healthcare, without their involvement, definitely I learned so much. I think we need to change our mindset when we are talking to them. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to talk on this Women Pediatric Forum. Thank you, Dr. Preeti, Dr. Sangita. All of you are there, and this is a great program. This is a real starting of the international, or maybe a real implementation of International Adolescent Health Week. So this is the way it should happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And since we all are giving tribute to Ratan Tata ji, so I would also like to quote, like he says that ups and downs in life are very important as it keeps going. Somebody shared a small video, a GIF, like the ball was moving like this. When the ball was moving on the straight ground, it was moving very slowly. But when it was moving on ups and downs, it was going so fast. So ups and downs, they're essential for our life. This is what resilience is. Because a straight line in ECG shows we are not alive. And the youth people, they were talking about what Amog rightly said, like managing emotions. That is again a life skill. We all need that life skill to be resilient and managing not only your emotions, but being for your peer, for your family members. That is how we'll build community resilience. And Dr. Alpna Shukla, she was talking about asking for help. Yes, asking for help is not at all a sign of weakness. In fact, it is a sign of bravery because you build a lot of strength to come out and ask for help, but it is the first step towards being resilient. We were also talking about rights and responsibilities related to mental health. So every youth or every person have right for access of all sort of resources, information regarding mental health. But yes, they have responsibility also to take care of their own mental health through self-awareness, again, asking for help and building the resilient community. Thank you so much. I acknowledge presence of all the WPF members. I think Dr. Asha Bin Kappa ma'am was there. She has commented. Dr. Neelam Mohan is there. Yes, Neelam ma'am.
Hi.
Hi.
We can take few comments from Neelam Mohan madam also.
Yes, definitely.
Dr. Poonam, we can take comments from
Yes, Neelam ma'am. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. I mean, everybody of us understand clearly now, whoever are practicing in pediatrics, which includes adolescents, irrespective of the subject that you take, mental health issues are extremely important, even if you're a general pediatrician or you're a specialist. There is no field that is left behind there for this. Today, it's an extremely important day for us, which is talking about the mental health issues. Wonder whether the problems are increasing or our awareness and identification is improving. There has been a huge increase in the identification of these problems recently in India, and I personally feel that it includes an amalgamation of both, not only identification, which is increasing where people wouldn't understand. For example, when patients came to me with pain abdomen, they visit so many pediatricians and then come and I realize and label them as psychosomatic in quite a lot of individuals in a given month. So probably that is the need of the day where we need to identify, and who better than a gastroenterologist can talk about the gut-brain axis and the mental health issues. So I'm extremely proud of our WPF because it is one which identifies the problem which are absolutely community-based issues and then try to address those issues. I salute to the team of WPF, right from all the teams that you heard today, whether it is Poonam, whether it is Sangita, whether it is who are not seen here but are subtly working towards the community issue. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. And let us commit today, all of us, to be more compassionate towards the children that we see, including me. I realize I've been always short tempered, but when I learn more from this WPF team about the mental health issues, I think it is teaching me patience of how to deal with children. Thank you for empowering me with knowledge all the time.
Thank you. So, Preeti,
yeah, so name them and tame them, right?
Yes.
Neelam just said that out. Yeah, yeah, yes. So anybody
I
else
think,
wants to? Yeah, we also welcome comments from anybody else who would like to speak. Unmute and speak.
I think Dr. Hima Bindu was also here.
Yeah, yeah.
And I could see Dr. Rashmi Dwivedi ma'am also, if she's here.
Yes.
No, she has left.
Okay, can we have everybody's cameras on so that we can have one good picture?
yes.
Everybody.
Yes. Everybody's cameras on, please.
Everybody.
Everybody, yeah, yes. Geeta, please have your camera on.
Pallavi, please take a photo.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
I think Geeta is not here.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Yes.
Nice. Now we can move on to vote of thanks.
I had already given vote of thanks.
She's already, yes.
We are really behaving like adolescents, moving from one place to another.
No,
and
this is
see,
the final
adolescents
vote
are
of
better
thanks.
organized than us.
Yeah. So
yes, definitely. That is there. That is there.
yes. I realized it today. Yes.
You are realizing that?
Yeah, Sangita, you can have the last word.
Thanks
please.
to Pallavi also because she used to organize the things very well.
Sangita, Preeti is saying you can have a last
word. It was really very amazing program. Actually, I have not imagined that. Yes, I think this was really very amazing program. And in the very beginning, I thought it will be a little bit not that much.
So on a happy note,
she's in a happy mood. Yes, we lost her. So thank you, everybody. Yes, thank you so much. And we hope this collaboration and partnership continues forever. The health professionals and the youth together forever. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. And thanks for joining. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. It's interactive. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.